Hi friends, it's Miss Kate. I have a story for us today. It is called, do you know what those are? You're right, they're pumpkins, and this story is called Patty's Pumpkin Patch. Did you hear that letter? That letter P, Patty's Pumpkin Patch. Let's see what happens. Come look inside my patch and see a world of life from A to Z. Ooh, where do you think they're at? Are they in a school building? No. Oh, I see a clue. A tractor. And I see this big field. I think they're at a farm. I think so. See what happens when there's a clue. Come look inside my patch and see a world of life from A to Z. A to Z. I think they might talk about the alphabet. So, let's see. The frost is gone, spring is here, put the tractor into gear, plow the fields of weeds and grass. It's pumpkin planting time at last. Well, it's the season of spring, and they are going to plant pumpkin seeds. Oh, and I see letters down here, the letter A. Big A, little a. A is for ant. Big B, little b. B is for beetle. So they're getting ready. They're digging the holes to plant the seeds. Dig the holes and plant the seed. Keep them watered, pull the weeds. There she is, digging those holes. Oh, I see her bag of seeds. She's going to plant those seeds and then, right, the sun heats up the ground and she's giving them water so they can make a little sprout. And I see more letters. The letter C. Big C, little c. K, k, k. Oh, and that's a crow. C is for crow. Big D, little d. D is for dragonfly. Seeds grow roots, roots take hold. Stems pop up, leaves unfold. Oh, look, they're growing. There those seeds are growing. Their roots in the deep, dark ground and the dirt. And then the stems are popping up, those little sprouts, and leaves are growing. And I see those letters, big E, little e. E is for earthworm. Big F, little f. F is for fly. There's a fly. Pumpkin vines fill each row. Leaves are high, blossoms grow. I remember we talked about this in school. The leaves are growing and those little yellow flowers, they're all blossoming. Here's those letters down below. Big G, little g. G is for grasshopper. Big H, little h. H is for hummingbird. Beneath the blossoms, pumpkins form. Beneath. So the blossom, that flower blossom, that yellow flower blossom is on top. And the little teeny pumpkin is beneath, it's under, starting to grow. Growing fast while it's still warm. Oh, because it's spring and summer, so it's warm out. There are those blossoms growing. Oh, look, she's touching a little green pumpkin. They're growing and growing. There's those letters. Big I, little I. I is for inchworms. Big J, little j. J is for junco. That must be that type of bird. J, j, j. Weeds grow faster day by day. Stop the weeds by spreading hay. So on the farm, they spread out hay around the pumpkin patch so that the weeds don't grow. It stops the weeds from growing. Oh, and here's those letters. Big K, little K. The K is for kitten. Big L, little L. The L is for, do you know what that is? Oh, ladybug. Good job. Watch the pumpkins grow till fall. Orange and ripe, cut them all. Oh, it's fall right now. We've been talking about that. Oh, so watch them grow until fall. So fall is the time to harvest them. It's the time to collect them. I see she's using that sharp tool to cut or chop the pumpkin vine. Yeah, because those vines are thick. Can't just pick them, twist them, and pull them like an apple. You have to cut that thick vine. There's our letters. Big M, little m. M is for moth. Big N, little n. And that N is for nuthatch. I think that's what it's called. See those letters. Nuthatch bird. I don't know that bird. Decorate the pumpkin stand. Paint a bright new sign by hand. Make some scarecrows out of hay. Pumpkin selling starts today. Oh, look. There in the barn you can see she's painting. You guys have painted? Yeah, she's using a paintbrush to paint a sign. I bet that sign says, pumpkins for sale. I bet. Oh, and she's stuffing. Oh, wait, she has those old clothes to stuff with hay and make a scarecrow. There's those letters. Big O, little o. O is for owl. Big P, little p. Oh, this is so tricky because we know that the P says p, p, p. But this is a pheasant. The English language is so tricky. Pheasant does not sound like p, p, p. But do you know something else that starts with P? What's that big orange thing? A p, p, p. Pumpkin. P is for pumpkin. The patch is busy when it's light. Oh, when it's daytime, because that's when it's light out. The patch is busy in the night. Ooh, who's coming to visit in the day? The children, the friends. They're coming to pick their pumpkins. Who's visiting at night? The critters. Q. Big Q, little q. Q is for quail. That bird is called a quail. Big R, little r. Oh, those animals that came to visit at night, they're called raccoons. Raccoons begins with R. Help your buyers pick and choose the size and shape just right to use. Big or small or in between, soon it will be Halloween. Oh, they're picking out their favorite pumpkins. Which kind they want? A big one, a little one, a medium one. Look at that busy pumpkin patch. I see lots of vines and insects and friends. And I see some more letters. Big S, little s. S is for snail. The letter T. Big T, little t. This T is for toad. Have some pumpkin carving fun. Pumpkins grinning when you're done. When they're all done carving their pumpkins, oh look, they cut a hole in the top and pulled off the top, and then they had to scoop out all the insides, those pumpkin guts and seeds, oh I see. And then they made two eyes and a nose and a mouth and turned their pumpkin into a jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I see those letters. Big U, little u. U is for underwing moth. Big V, little v. V is for vixen. Let your jack-o'-lanterns greet spooky friends who trick-or-treat. Oh, they're trick-or-treating. Oh, I see they have their costumes, their flashlights. Do you see any pumpkins? Oh, I see pumpkins in the patch, and I see jack-o'-lanterns. Oh, I see them on the porch. They must have a light in them. They're glowing. And those letters, big W, little w. And the W says wah, wah, wah. There's that tricky language again, because this is a wren, and wren does not sound like wah, wah. But we can say the wind is blowing. Ooh, the wind. Wah, wah, wind. And there's the letter X, X, X. Big X, little x. X is for xylem. And that's tricky too. The xylem doesn't quite sound like that X, X. My daughter, for Halloween, likes to wear a shirt with bones on it. And she calls it her X-ray shirt because you can see the bones. We have bones underneath. X-ray. You see they're in their costumes. Now that Halloween is past, it's time to close the pumpkin patch. Oh, it's all done. So now this sign says free pumpkins. The pumpkin patch is all done. Its time has passed. And I see more big letters. Big Y, little y. The Y says yeah, yeah, yeah. And this Y is for yellow jacket. Oh, and that big Z, Z, and little Z. Z. And this Z is for zebra butterfly. A zebra butterfly. The weather's changing. Time to find the biggest pumpkin left behind. Or the one that's still out there. The big one that's still on the patch. Scoop out all the seeds to dry. Store away your spring supply. So she found a big pumpkin and she cut that hole in the top and she opened it up and is going to scoop out all the insides and collect the seeds. She says to save to spring. What do you think she's going to do in spring? Wait a minute. I remember in the beginning of this book, it was springtime. What did they do? Yeah, in the spring, they planted the seeds. So she's saying, now it's getting cold because fall is over. It's winter. It's going to be winter. So she's collecting those seeds to plant in the spring. She's collecting all those seeds to do it again. Oil and salt and roast the rest. Share them with your winter guests. Or the rest of the pumpkin seeds, the extra ones. She put oil and salt and roasted them in the oven. She cooked them. Have you ever had roasted pumpkin seeds? They're so good. Oh, and she's sharing them with these friends in the winter. Oh, the squirrels. I bet they really like them. Thanks for listening, friends. See you later. Bye-bye.